I, I'm here as the former chief election commissioner, but I thought since I'm sitting in the company of journalists, it is important that I disclose my long association with the media, including, of course, being the head of the National Television Network. My PhD is in communication for women and child development institute. Now, when I was in the election commission, I was particularly conscious of the role of the media, the positive and the negative. Normally, the relationship between election commissions and the media is of hostility. They are trying to point out flaws. But I said, look, they're doing us a favor. They're being our watchdog for the nation, watchdog for us. We had sent 75,000 video teams around the country to see what is happening in the election, what kind of malpractices are happening. If the media is showing us the same thing, so we should take them as our ally. Then we declare that whatever you see on the television, take it as an official order from us to take action. And that way, since we had nothing to hide, so we had that great relationship with the media. But unfortunately, currently, in the age of social media and media explosion and artificial intelligence, things have changed drastically, and we have to find new solutions. The topic given to me was independence and authenticity of elections in 2024 with an intelligence dominated new ecosystem. Now, artificial intelligence, when applied to elections, has the potential to both enhance and misuse, interfere with the fairness of the free and fair election. Now, how does it enhance our free and fair election? First, it can help us verify voter identity. We have been using all kinds of software to identify duplicate voters. Deduplication software here, there, and despite that, there are millions and millions of voters who are mentioned in different electoral rolls in different parts of the country. Now, using biometrics, we have to ensure that the voter rolls are accurate and duplicate registration are completely eliminated. Now yeah, we also have to monitor for irregular voting patterns, like unusual spikes in turnout. We've seen it every time that in the one but during the day, from one part of the village or the town community, voters are coming one after the other, and there is another section, nobody is coming. So what does it indicate? Maybe one section of the voters is being bribed to come out in large numbers, the other is being discouraged, even by forcible means, not to come. Artificial intelligence can tell us that trend timely so that we can take action. And most importantly, monitoring social media and other digital platforms for misinformation campaigns. That is the biggest issue which we have on hand, and we do not have a foolproof solution as yet, but I'm sure in due course. Now, misinformation is undue influence according to electoral laws of India, which is both an electoral offense and a criminal offense. So we have to take it very, very seriously. And AI can detect and label fake news or malicious content, which is very difficult for us to do it humanly. Then minimize human bias. For instance, how electoral districts are drawn. The term widely known as gerrymandering, that there is a section of population which is the majority, and because of that, they will win the election. So gerrymandering, they will bifurcate that part. Put one in one constituency, the other half in the other constituency, and that candidate will not win. So this happens in many countries. Indian election is like conducting elections in 90 countries of the world, with the problems of the 90 countries of the world. Therefore, and as an observer also in many countries, we have seen all that happening, and we have to ensure that all this doesn't happen. Then any irregularity of any kind which may be happening, AI can flag it for us or any suspicious activity. But The next, by analyzing social media and news outlets, we can track public sentiment and identify misinformation campaigns based on biased narrative. Then I'll skip a couple of points because it's more related to the same direction. So, what are the risks? I have told you all the good things about the AI, but there are more the negative, the dangerous things. Uh, Algorithmic bias uh, can be used to disqualify certain voters because facial recognition it can be programmed in such a way that it will refuse to recognize, say, the Dalits or the untrodden, downtrodden communities or some particular religious community. The others are cleared by the technology. So all these manipulations are possible. Then generating deep fakes or automated bots that spread propaganda or misinformation, which sways the public opinion. And as I said, that is an unfair election that affects the purity of the election. Then AI could be used to identify certain voting demographics and create barriers to their participation. Um, then the way they are creating realistic fake videos or audio recording. I mean, mind-boggling kind of genuineness will appear, but we realize some fake news checking units and media who keep on identifying the things that we come across very shocking things. Voter profiling and the privacy violation is another thing. And now, as two, three others. Now, what are the safeguards? There are three, four. One, of course, is that algorithm should be transparent and subject to audits by independent bodies to ensure that they are functioning without bias and are not being misused. Data privacy. The strict data privacy laws should be enforced to prevent the misuse of voter data for micro-targeting or manipulation. Clear ethical guidelines. But this is easier said than done. We may have any number of guidelines, but the cheats and crooks are there to read them. And finally, public information. What are the threats? What are the possibilities? And I have a feeling that the check on all these possible fraud by AI will be provided to us by AI itself. We should ask them how to stymie the fraud which is being committed by the use of AI. Perhaps the AI will tell us something more intelligent than we can think of. Thank you.